Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. It's Monday afternoon actually. I didn't film this morning, I was busy, well you'll see. So Sunday, yesterday, it poured rain from like 2 in the morning all day. And yeah, a couple of the pipes for the pool, they weren't blocked off, so we had the pool filled about 3/4 of the way. But then yeah, the water from the rain, it filled up the backside of the wall, and then dirty water went through the 3 holes, 2 of the jets, and then there's a hole for the when we clean it. That's the way the water goes through instead of running through the jets, so you can actually see stuff. So yeah, that happened. You guys are seeing it right now. I did a little GoPro to show you the color of the water. It looked like the rivers here in Costa Rica in a rainstorm. So yeah, I did that, and yeah, it was disappointing. Like, we've spent all that time filling up the pool 3/4 of the way with like nice fresh water that's from the town water that we pay for, and yeah, we probably could have just left it in there, cycled it through the filter, but brand new filter and pump. Didn't want to have that mud go through, so the guys actually spent time this morning cleaning it up. I didn't film it just because I was busy doing other stuff, but you can see it's all cleaned up. That was a layer of mud underneath there this morning, so Alexis and Chino got that done. They're actually working on the little pump house here now, so that's getting started. So once that's done, we can get this running and stuff like that. So yeah, what I was working on, and Shayna was the designer of this, and was the plants at the front here. So we got a bunch of stuff planted right here, just to act as a barrier when people are sitting. There's gonna be 2 lounge chairs here, so when you're sitting, there's gonna be a bit of a barrier to the parking, obviously when they grow up. So we went out to the nursery out in Carrillo, where we get probably 99% of our plants. The other 1% is from Beta. And yeah, just went and picked out some stuff that we thought would look good. So we got these, I can't remember the name of these ones, but they in certain times of the year they're like a burgundy, and then other times they are pink. So that's one in the corner. Then we got another little spriggy plant that's all colorful. We want to have a lot of color here. This is some sort of ginger, not sure which one it is, there's so many different ones. Then we got a lipstick palm, one of the 4 that we had bought, so that'll grow up. And then we got a birds of paradise, so that'll actually fill in more, they like to spread. And then some more colorful plants, and we did some around the palms as well. Still got to put some white rock in there, but we also have to run some conduit for electrical, because we want to have some lights shooting up at that. They've continued doing some more of the decking, but we also have to pour concrete over in that area, so they got to frame that out once they're done doing the pump house. That's the most important thing, because once that's done, we can actually use the pool normally. We were in it the other night, and neighbors yelling. In it, or not the other night, the other afternoon, when it was filling up, just getting a feel for it. And a couple of our guests, Claude and Monique, they were the first guests to go in the pool, and it wasn't even a half full when we went in, so it was pretty fun. But yeah, that's a little update today. Yeah, it's nice to get some plants in here and start cleaning this stuff up and really get a good feel for it, and be nice when they grow up. Like, we planted all these palms knowing that this was the end game to have the pool right here, so we planted them early so that they'd get a good start to create that shade, because the sun actually most of the year will go up over this way, so we had to put these palms here to have some shade. But we're going to plant some more stuff in here as well, and just some random little bits of plants. I got some more plumerias to plant. This one's still flowering, so different colors. Beta has like, I think he's got like 20 different varieties of plumeria or something close to that anyway. So we're gonna buy some clippings from him as well and plant them all out. Unfortunately, I think our traveler's palm has stopped growing. I don't know if it got shocked by all the work going on around it or what happened. So that's probably gonna have to come out, and we're gonna have to plant a new one. Unfortunately, that's been 4 years in the growing. It was starting to get so big, but yeah, it's not doing any more growing, unfortunately. So yeah, that's it for a Monday update. Good morning. It's Tuesday, update time. So yeah, Efrain's still working on the deck tile. He's got most of that side done. They've been working on the grout, and also continue to work on the pump house. So I'm going to show you that, and a little bit of the tiling, but starting to do the rebar for the floor of the pump house, and then where the walls will go up. That's where the rebar is to make it strong, and then yeah, they'll make a little door for it and stuff too. But yeah, they'll be working on that all day. They're gonna put some of the white rock in where we planted the trees yesterday, or the plants, and asked Leo to run a bit of conduit under there because we want to have some lights shine up at these bigger palm trees here. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that. But so far that's it this morning, and yeah, I'll fill you in as the day goes and what they get accomplished. Hey everyone, welcome back to an update. It is, what day is it? It's Thursday. I didn't film yesterday just because they continued to work on the pump house. Again, don't want to bore you guys. Don't want to bore myself when I go back in 20 years and watch this as well. But yeah, they continue to work on the pump house. Yesterday, the top of the wall, it was actually a full tile to the top of the brick, and we wanted to be able to do a 45 on that so we could tile on the top. So we actually had to cut down. Oh, that's okay. So we actually had to cut down, slice it, and then I actually got my hands dirty and started chiseling the concrete off the top. So now it's all tiled on top, so it's finished. And yeah, the pump house, we're just gonna do like a plaster on it and then paint it some sort of color. Lex is working on smoothing out the concrete more, give it a textured look. So that's what he's doing. And then Chino and Rainer are sifting sand because they got to do some more concrete for the pump house, as well as eventually getting all this poured. And Taylor's still chipping away. Mucho pintura. See? So one thing we found when we built with our containers, they are one-way containers. The original primer they put on from the factory didn't hold up. So we've got to chip it all off. We had to do it on both of the rentals and a little bit on our house. We had to chip it all off and then put a proper primer on that's actually going to hold to or bond to the steel, and then paint it again. So unfortunately it's just Upkeep, and we had no idea that the primer was going to do that. And I don't know if it's just because it's a one trip and they just don't put as much effort into protecting it because it is just doing one trip. Maybe that's what they do. So yeah, it's easy fix though. So working on that. We want to make sure everything's looking good. We have to do our house. So some of you probably noticed here, that's just from all the water and debris off of the roof, and it drips down and then it stains it. So we got to pressure wash that, and then we're gonna respray our house as well. So it's just like anywhere you have upkeep on your house. People keep asking us, so do you find there's like a lot more because it's a steel structure and all that? And like, it's not. I mean, other than that primer failing, it's really not any more upkeep than a normal house made out of plywood and 2x4s and whatever else, hardy plank. So yeah, it's just part of living down here. Part of living anywhere, you got to do upkeep. So nothing major. Starting to put water back in the pool again now that we got it all cleaned out from Sunday. Yeah, so by Saturday, Leo figures we'll have everything hooked up and we'll be able to jump in and then have some friends over on Sunday if it's not like the last 2 Sundays. So yeah, that was just a little update. We wanted to let you guys know where they're at as far as getting the pool finished. But yeah, we can't wait to jump in. Good morning. Still kind of sleepy-eyed. Been working on the computer, working on graphics for season 6. Yeah, it's gonna be. We're doing sketch right now on our seasons for the logo and the letters and stuff like that. So I come up with a different idea for season 6. Always like to change it up. But yeah, the pool is. We had a lot of rain last night. It was like crazy storms over top, loud thunder. But pool's almost full again. It's actually filling up onto the shallow end as well. Efrain and Alexis are working on the roof of the pump house. So they're doing all the wood framing right there. They've drilled into the blocks to do the rebar across. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they do this. I think they just use all wood and then they just take it out after, but we'll see. We'll show you. Yeah, the pool's a little dirty, obviously. Pump and stuff's not hooked up. There's a bit of mud in there and some concrete and stuff like that. So it looks inviting-ish. But yeah, once everything gets hooked up tomorrow, we'll run everything through and it'll clean it up. And yeah, guys, you continue to work on the paint removal. They're going to spray, they're going to sand the surface rust there, and then they're going to spray the primer today, so at least it looks better, because we're planning on having people over on Sunday, weather permitting. And then here, yeah, they're going to go another 8 inches into the berm just to have more seating area. Yeah, a little update this morning as the guys start working on the roof and stuff. I'll film some B-roll for you guys. also planted 2 more of our lipstick palms, the bigger ones. And this is Shayna's idea, was to, on each side of the wall, is to put the lipstick palms because they have such a nice red to them, and they're nice and bushy too as they grow, and they do grow quite tall, so it's kind of a feature. So on both sides of the wall, lipstick palms, and then we're going to wire some lights into here that shine up. We kept some of the bananas in the back. As they grow up, then you're in the pool, you'll see bananas on the tree. And yeah, just kind of want to have that tropical feel around the pool. So yeah, it was nice to get those in and finish that off. And yeah, the guys are just working on putting some of the white rock down. We're going to put some over there as well. And yeah, we were just discussing this area with Leo. So once it gets dug out more next week, then we'll really start working on that area. So yeah, I just put a little bit of powdered chlorine. We have the tablets, we actually have a chlorinator going in to the pump house, but figured to have the powder stuff. We were trying to use it on the walkways to clean up the all the green stuff off of there and black stuff, but yeah, just put some in. It's funny, yeah, I was like, oh, you have to get a big ladder and you can run off the top of Nautical and jump into the pool. It's like, don't tell the kids, so I don't think they'll watch this video, but it'll be funny. And they were saying, oh, you should do a slide, big slide into the pool. So yeah, I just got to fill it up a little bit more, probably another, what would I say, maybe another 7 or 8 inches. And yeah, then the water level is fine. So Leo's going to get all the materials for hooking up the electrical, for all the pump and everything. So yeah, it'd be it's gonna be nice to have this done and not have to be like, hey Leo, here's a bunch of money, go buy some more stuff. But we want to make sure it's all done right, and we want it looking good for everybody when you guys come and stay here at Sea Casa. So we're like, we could leave this and stop spending money on that, but we want to make sure it's all looking good, because you come stay here, swim in this, and look at a dirt pile. It's not going to be very pleasant. So can't wait to get that all cleaned up and done. And yeah, it's funny because we, like, when we drive in to home, we're like, this big pool and stuff, it looks like a resort, and it's just so surreal to actually finally have it here and almost completed. So yeah, I can't wait for you guys to come down, stay with us, and enjoy the pool. It's going to be nice, and it's actually cool right now from the rainwater, but we'll see temperature wise. Actually, I was going to say too, in the morning, this lounge area has shade, and then we noticed in the afternoon, because of the traveler's palm and the other trees there, this actually has quite a bit of shade. It's gonna be nice because in the afternoon this will have sun, so you have a choice to sit somewhere if you want to be in the shade or in the sun. So it worked out well that way. We planted these palm trees so far in advance so that they would grow a lot, or be like taller a lot sooner after having the pool, so we'd have that shade too as well, same as these ones. So yeah, just yeah, I'll film some more B-roll as the day goes on with Leo hooking up the electrical and them pouring the roof, and they are going to spray the back, so we'll show you that. Good morning, it's Saturday. Zoomed in a little bit on my face. So yeah, the guys are just taking the wood off of the wood framing off of the roof. So that's all complete. They smoothed the top out. So yeah, just all the wood comes off. If you can see, where's the, so all this will come out. And then Alexis was in here. Yesterday it was like super warm. It won't pull it up, I don't think. So yeah, I was just doing all the roughing for the electrical in there, put the little panel in there. And yeah, at the end of the day, we put a protectant down on the tile, on the deck tile. So it's make it look kind of wet all the time. Buenos dias, Leo. Feeling better? No? Oh. So yeah, protectant's on, and then I was, we had to do the wall too. So I was actually in the pool painting on the protectant. Not a bad way to work. All jobs should be in pools like that. And yeah, we sat out here last night. We set up a couple, well, 2 chairs are always going to be set up, but we pulled another one out, and yeah, we sat out there and had a couple glasses of wine and hung out with the guests. So yeah, it was fun. But today is the day that everything is going to get hooked up, the pump and all that stuff. Good morning. A little extra on this week's video. It's actually Sunday. I'm editing this video right now. So yeah, Leo's here on a Sunday cutting some pipe. He's getting everything hooked up. We were hoping to have it hooked up yesterday. Just time got away, and then Leo was going to stay, which you guys saw, and his dad, but then he got a phone call that his baby daughter fell. So he rushed off, took her to the hospital. Good news is she's okay. Everything's good there. Definitely scary. We know how it is when you have a young baby. There's a wasp flying around my head. Yeah, a young baby and something like that traumatic happens, and you want to make sure they're okay. So good news is everything's good. So he's here this morning. Got here about what time did he get here? Around 7. So just before 7 o'clock. Around 7. So we went in last night anyway, or yesterday afternoon. It was. It's weird. It's weird to have this on our property. It's like we come out and Shane was like, feels like we just like we're at some other resort or something and hanging out in the pool, and then now we're home. But yeah, definitely when you guys come and stay, you're gonna love this. John was hanging out by the pool deck too last night and just chatting, so he's enjoying it already. And fortunately, he's here at this time to get to use it for a week still till he moves on to his long-term rental. But yeah, that's it. I was gonna get that hooked up, and then all next week we got to get this part done. And once that's done, I mean, everything else is like all buttoned up. So it's just that little bit. We also got to spray our house still, finish a coat of paint on the rental. That's it. Yeah, if you guys like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Leaving a thumbs up helps our channel grow, and it doesn't cost you anything. You just hit that button if you liked it. And the more thumbs up we get, the more the video goes out to new viewers that get to see what we're doing here in Paradise and showcasing Costa Rica. So if you love Costa Rica and love this video, leave a thumbs up. We really appreciate that. Also, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell icon to get notified when we come out new videos. We'll see you in the next one. Ciao.
Solo